Welcome back, y'all. So this afternoon we're headed to the Ohio River to try to catch some flatheads and blues. My dad's going to be tagging along with us. As soon as he gets here, we'll be on our way. So we'll see you guys on the water. All right, so we made it to the river. We're excited to get started, but before we start fishing, we're gonna head down river a ways here and see if we can find some fresh bait. Big old car. What shad and salt. We're gonna get a few more shad and we'll be good. All right, y'all, we've got 4 different kinds of bait. We've got gizzard shad, Asian carp, skipjack, and we got a couple moon eye in there as well. So it's time to head back up towards the dam and see if we can catch some big blues or some big flatheads today.
Hello, this is McAlpin Lock and Dam with a 10 o'clock recording on Wednesday, September 14th. The upper gauge is 12.6, lower gauge is 13 feet. We're currently running 6 feet on the dam, 1 foot on the upper site, and 5 feet on the lower site. The hydro plant's running 6 units at 24,000 CFS. The National Weather Service, 3D.
All right, so we're anchored up in our first spot of the day. As you guys can tell by looking over the side of the boat, there's a lot of current moving through here. The boat's sitting in about 13 foot of water, but right behind us is a deep hole. It's got some 40-foot water in it. I've caught a lot of good fish here in the past. So we're gonna throw out some fresh baits and give it an hour or so and see what happens. I got a fish on here. Huh? I got a fish on here. Big one? I don't know if it's a fish or not, but it's coming in, whatever it is. Oh, it's definitely a fish, yeah. Get the net. This is a double hook rig with a shad about a foot long on it. Hopefully we got him hooked good. I don't know what's going on. I just hope I didn't damage the line when I was trying to break it. It's a flathead.
Just seen it.
Well, he's hooked good. It's been a while since I fought a fish in current. I thought I had a 80-pounder on there. Not a giant fish, but that's the right kind. That's what we came for. He took a big gizzard shad about 10 inches long, so we're gonna throw another piece of shad out there, see if we can get a bigger one. So we sat here for about an hour. We caught the one decent flathead, but nothing other than that. So we're gonna reel them up and head off to the next spot.
It already hit neutral.
So I'm gonna be honest, we have had a tough day out on the water. Ever since that little flathead, we've just been struggling to put fish in the boat. So just to finish out the day, before we give up, we're gonna take our bumping rods and try to just cover some water. We've moved downriver from the dam a little ways. We've got about 3-mile-an-hour current right here, and it's fairly shallow water, but normally I can pick up a few fish in this spot. So that's our plan. We're just gonna drift down through here, maybe drift it a couple times. But I've been getting bites all day. I just haven't been able to get the fish in the boat. So we're just using our Shattered Cat bumping rods. I got a Shimano Dakota reel, 65-pound spider wire stealth, 60-pound leader line, 20-pound drop line to a 3-ounce weight. That's just a standard 3-way rig. And seems like shad is what I've had the most bites on today, so that's what I'm gonna be using. Basically, we got the boat aimed upriver into the current. We're running the trolling motor on about half speed to slow the boat down. Boat's still drifting with the current, but about half the speed of the current. So as you can see, when we put our bait in the water, it wants to pull back. Drop our rig to the bottom. Once you feel it hit bottom, you're gonna pick it back up off the bottom, and you wanna feel that thump. You wanna lift it up kind of fast and let it drop kind of slow. Lift it up fast, drop kind of slow. And you kind of got to get a feel for it. Most people can pick up on it pretty quick. Now this technique only works in current, but if you're anchor fishing and you're struggling to get a bite, normally you can try some bumping, cover some water, and catch some fish. So that's what our plan is. We'll see what happens.
Oh. Not again.
Come on.
What the heck?
They just ain't taking it right today, are they?
All right, y'all, we have worked our butts off for a fish today. We caught that little flathead earlier. Ever since then, it's just been a struggle. I mean, the fish are just not biting right. So we went to bumping so we could cover some water, and I've missed probably 10 fish. They'll pick up the bait, you'll feel them, and then they'll spit it out. But I finally let one take it long enough that I've got him on. Not a giant, but I tell you what, I'm tickled to death with him on a day like today, because fishing is tough. And the only thing I've been able to even get a bite on today is shad. I've tried 4 different baits, and shad's the only thing that's worked. Man, he's doing a lot of rolling. It's scaring me. I don't want to lose him. Yeah, we'll need the net. You got it out?
Yeah.
It's a good fish. Dang. It's better than I thought. I thought it was a little 5-pounder, but I turned the trolling motor off and he's staying down, even drifting with the current. I've missed several today that felt pretty decent. They're just not wanting to hit it right. This was our last spot. I was about to give up. But man, I'm glad I stopped now. Pretty nice fish. Some days that's just a nice fish, but on a day like today, that's a really nice fish. All right, y'all, I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. He's right at 24 pounds, maybe like 24 and a half pounds. He does got some good lean to him, man. I'm tickled to death to have caught a fish like that today. We were just talking about leaving and I got a bite and I decided to drift just a little bit longer, and sure enough, there he is.
Gosh!
Can you imagine if that was my hand?
Can't imagine.
Since we know there's some fish willing to bite, we'll set up a couple more bumping rods and see if we can put a couple more in the boat before we leave. That'll make the ride home a whole lot more tolerable. Oh,
You got a bite.
here, Landon. Yeah, here, come reel it in. Fish are biting in this spot. There's a few down there willing to bite. All right, couldn't leave without getting Landon on at least one fish. I believe the fish are biting, yeah.
I lost a fish here about, it's probably
You
about
lost,
a year.
you lost a monster in this exact spot.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, dang it.
All right, well, he's bigger than I thought he was, honestly. Can we list him in, you think?
Let's see how he looks.
Another one on shad. That's crazy to me. That it seems like all they want is shad.
There he is.
Hold on, Dave. We're going backwards up the river. Let me stop real quick. All right, y'all. So there he is. Not quite as big as the other one, but still a nice, respectable fish. And like I mentioned, on a slow day like today, I'm tickled to death with these fish that we're catching. I don't know if we found some active fish here, or if it's getting later in the afternoon, or maybe a little bit of both. But either way, I'm not going to question it. I'm tickled to death to be catching what we're catching. We got about 30 minutes left to fish, so we're going to see if we can hook up with a couple more. It's time to get my dad on one. All right, y'all, so that's all we've got time for tonight. We're gonna reel everything up and head back to the ramp. So obviously the fishing was pretty tough today, but we kept grinding and we were able to put a few fish in the boat. And all in all, it turned out to be a pretty good day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to go down and click subscribe. We got a lot of new videos coming real soon. But I want to thank you guys for watching. God bless you all, and we'll see you in the next one.